Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel. This is a love reading, a weekly love reading for you for the coming week. And just to say, if you like the video and you'd like to subscribe, press the notification bell and you'll see further Cancer readings. So I'm going to start now. I have shuffled the cards, but I'm going to shuffle them a bit more and see what messages and information come out for Cancer. So this is love reading for Cancer. Messages and information for Cancer. Dear Father, Mother God, please guide me towards cards for the information Cancerians need to know now. Messages and information for the zodiac sign Cancer. Messages and information for the zodiac sign Cancer. Okay, no one wants to jump. Okay, messages and information, zodiac sign Cancer. What I did before I started your reading, I sort of focused on you, Cancer, and drew an oracle card. So you have Never-Ending Story, and I'll talk to you about that in a moment or two after I've given you information about this reading. So bear with me. A couple more cards. Do you know what? Overall, this is looking really positive, actually. Oh, that's not quite so grand, but there you go. Let's see what I get. Bear with me. That's too many. One last card. Love messages and information for Cancer. Love messages and information for Cancer. That one wants to come out. Right, okay. Right, okay. So, let's have a look. Okay, really interesting. You've got the King of Cups. You can see the little crab on his lapel. And this is water. So it can be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but you know, it's Cancer reading, and the King of Cups coming out is a Cancerian energy. So, you know, any men that are watching this reading, this would indicate that there is a relationship in your life. You're very genuine in your feelings and emotions for this person. You've actually got the Three of Cups above you, and the Three of Cups is a card of commitment, marriage, settled relationship, celebrations. So it really does suggest that, you know, you're happy in a situation with a person. Now, of course, you know, when I do one-to-one readings, you know, this would be in male energy, but because I'm doing a general reading for Cancerian or Cancer sun signs or ascendants, you know, this can apply male or female, but it's definitely suggesting that for you Cancerian females, there is very likely a sensitive water sign man, if not sun sign. Water in his natal chart, so maybe ascendant, other planets placed in water, so who certainly has genuine feelings for you. Okay. Now, this is really interesting because there's another man. So, Cancer, it looks like things are getting a little bit complicated at the moment. You've also got the King of Wands. So there's somebody that loves or cares for you, but there's also another energy, another person. The King of Wands is somebody that is charming, good fun, interesting to talk to. You know, you can be a bit flirtatious, usually very hot, very passionate kind of energy. And it kind of feels to me as though if you are in a relationship and there's a man like this around that's interested in you, you know, you could have a bit of a dilemma. I will give you a bit more information about this, but it does suggest there are two men around a Cancerian female. If it's a Cancerian male reading, you could have a bit of competition from somebody else, and it might be somebody that this person works with or someone they know, but there's kind of like a bit of chemistry there and they get on really well. So just to give you a bit more information, The card underneath this, now this is fire, as I say, King of Wands is usually fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius or Aries, but look at that, underneath there's the Lion. Okay, so the Nine of Wands is basically this person is putting up barriers for some reason. He could be annoyed or angry that he's not getting his own way. There's some kind of situation involving this person that is delayed. Now, I've got to say to you, because this would represent a man that loves you, and as I say, Three of Cups can be a relationship or commitment. This could be a man from the past. So this could be an ex. Somebody who's difficult, unreliable, says one thing, does the opposite, or does nothing. But there is a situation here that he's annoyed or angry. You know, Leo, the symbol for Leo here, at very least he's got a lot of pride. And, you know, kind of likes to feel that he's influencing decisions. But as I say, there's a temporary situation here. Something changing in 9 weeks' time. I mean, we're now at the beginning of October. So that's really taking you to the end of November, early December. And a temporary situation then will change. And it may well be you want a situation to change. The reason that I was picking up on, you know, these two men and two energies, you got the Moon and the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is in a position of what's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks ahead of you, energies. It really does suggest that you want harmony and balance in your life. As the person in the picture, you know, she looks pretty balanced. She's free because the wands, there's gaps between the wands. She can come and go as she pleases. So you want to put down roots. You want stability, security in your life. But it's kind of, it's a bit in the balance as to whether you can make a move or a change or put down roots where you want to without maybe this person being annoyed. The Moon is highs and lows emotionally, roller coaster ride. A relationship that is muddled, confused, uncertain, things up in the air. Look, there's two ways that you can read this. It can be that an ex is causing trouble in a current relationship. And you're a little bit concerned as to whether it's going to put a person off. It can also indicate, as I say, that a man in a relationship with a Cancerian may be feeling insecure at the moment. He may feel there's another person around that, you know, sort of, it just makes him feel uncomfortable. And yeah, so there's also, when this card comes up, with regard to you putting down roots and settling down, there is a female around you, or either of these two men, that is stirring things up and causing problems, making things a lot more complicated. So as I say, highs and lows emotionally. And let's face it, because the Moon is the ruling sign of Cancer, and this is Pisces, two fish swimming in the light of the Moon. So the message on the card is about subconscious energy, and let's face it, Cancerian energy is about you know, vivid dreams, subconscious energy being brought through into the conscious mind through dreams. So it would be important at the moment, if you want to be a step or two ahead, just pay attention to your dreams right now. So this card here, Temperance card, this is past energies. In fact, you've got Temperance card and the Sun. I'll put them in the right order because the Temperance card is further back energy within the last 6 months. The Sun's a little bit more recent. So this is, you know, you look at the card, the Sun's shining. You know, the Sun is the most positive card in the deck. Even the Temperance card, there's not much wrong in life when you get this. This is basically saying that you've done enough, that it's time to put your feet up, recharge your batteries, take a break. And the Temperance card represents Aquarius. So there may be some strong Aquarius energy in your natal chart, possibly, which means that you have the ability to kind of pour oil on troubled waters to calm a situation down. And because of the sun is about children, so remember what I said about an X, something to do with children, something draining your energy. Okay. Now it could be that there are children from this past relationship, but there could also be potentially, either pregnancy for some of you or a child with this current commitment. So, as I say, in the main, you're positive, your priority is about family matters and children. And yeah, you've done enough, as I say. It's now up to other people to really pull their weight or make more of an effort. So to give you more information about the Temperance card, when I said to you about you've done enough, put your feet up, recharge your batteries, you may have to tighten your belt when this card comes up. So financially, making use of what you've got already rather than buying new things. But the card underneath is giving you a bit more information. So, this is telling me that you're feeling a bit drained financially. The stork in the background is to do with children, expenses. Then you've got then you've got the Ten of Swords underneath, which is forced changes not of your choosing. This is when someone lets you down. So if you've got a financial arrangement with somebody, with this card here, their behaviour, and that can be a lack of action, letting you down, saying one thing. Remember I said saying one thing, doing the opposite, or doing nothing. So he can be unreliable. But yeah, basically you feel forced to make some changes which are not of your choosing, and this is to do with money or finances, something that's draining you or draining you financially, and to do with children. Okay, so even though I was picking up on this man that loves you, and I said, there are he feels a bit uncomfortable with this situation, maybe in a way you don't want to get too involved or inflame a situation, sort of wants to keep things calm. If either you or he are worried that this other person will cause problems, well, these two cards, as I say, the sun is happiness, positivity. I mean, you can't get much happier energy than the sun. It's letting your hair down, having fun, feeling like a kid again. So if you're around children, they do bring out the inner child in you, and you can really enjoy yourself. But not only that, this is about family unity, getting on really well. If there are children from a previous relationship, it's very positive. And you've got the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is when you look into the eyes of a person that you feel is the one for you, and they feel you're the one for them. And, there can be so much happiness here. So, yes, other people, and when I say other people, I'm talking about this person here, may well let you down. Force changes not of your choosing, force you to, take a course of action that you wouldn't have otherwise chosen to do. There can be an emotional roller coaster ride at the moment, and things can feel, difficult. But you're making a change here for the better for you and for the better of your family. So, the Oracle card, never-ending story. Okay, this card is all about that little voice inside of us that can be quite critical or quite negative, and it says things, oh, this is never going to change, this person's never going to change. You have to relate it to the situation that I've just linked into. Things can change, and you don't always have to kind of buy into that negative voice, and you can change your story. So it's about thinking positively, and the voice within you, change that story to something really positive. So, I'm a great believer that what we think, we manifest. If you think positively, then you bring positive events, people and circumstances into your future. And if you think negatively, then you get what you think, basically. So that inner voice, that critical voice that says, maybe that it ties in with insecurities, feeling not worthy of something. As I say, change the voice. You wouldn't say negative things to your children, but you say negative things to the child, the inner child, if that makes sense, which is your emotional self. And that's probably learnt from other critical people around you in your childhood. So change your story, Cancer. Okay, now I'm going to actually get a few more cards just for a bit more information and messages over the next week. Okay, so I was saying to you about the highs and lows emotionally, feeling drained, drained financially, drained emotionally at the moment, and drained of energy. And the message I'm getting is with the Five of Cups, is that you give and you give and you give and you give. And let's face it, Cancer, you're all about the family. You do everything, you put the family first. Okay? So sometimes you don't actually make enough of an effort to put yourself first and give to you. So the Five of Cups is saying you've got to refill those cups that have fallen over and spilt all the love and energy out, just like a battery being drained of charge. If all you do is give and you don't get back in return, I'm so sorry about my dog. Bear with me a second. Okay, so I was saying, pamper yourself. Male or female Cancerian, do things that make you feel good. Whether it's long soak in the bath with oils, do your nails, treat yourself all right. There's a lot of things you can do that don't cost a lot that actually make you feel good about you. But spend some time doing something really special for you, okay? And that will make you feel better. You've got the Six of Cups, so that was the Five of Cups, and you got the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups, can mean a cooling in a relationship or a need for space or freedom. And I think based on what I got in the reading about an ex causing problems and so, struggling to get them to maybe pay maintenance or pull their weight looking after children, this is basically saying that this relationship needs to change. But both of you need to change. It's very easy. We look at a situation and we think, well, he's the one doing everything wrong, or she's the one doing everything wrong. I'm right. But actually, both of you need to change, because as soon as you change your behaviour, the dynamic within the connection changes. The other person has to change. So I do think you give too much, and this is why this card is coming up. Remember what I said? Giving and giving and giving and giving until you feel drained. So the Six of Cups is saying, stop giving so much to other people. Let them make an effort with you. Be a mirror. If they make an effort with you or do something for you, you do something for them or put them first. I know obviously that, there's limitations with that with regard to children, but when it comes to adults in your life, maybe they need to make more of an effort for you. Okay, so basically, you might need some space or freedom, or a current relationship might need space and freedom from somebody else. I'll just see what other messages and information I get for this week. Okay, bear with me. So you've got the Prince of Wands, which is interesting actually. It came up as the King of Wands in the other reading, and his energy a bit annoyed. But basically what I get is with the Six of Cups. Remember I said in the other reading, feeling let down, forced changes not of your choosing. As soon as you change, which is what this card is telling you to do, he's not going to like it, and he's going to back off anyway. So, you know, make the change necessary. You'll get a bit more space then, and this person, you know, will back off a bit. You've also got the Seven of Cups, loads of cups coming into this reading at the moment, and cups are emotions, feelings, kind of love, relationships, and this is about confusion. You know, when we act or have to or feel forced to act or do something that we wouldn't have otherwise chosen had someone not acted or treated us in a certain way, you know, that can pull the rug from under a relationship or a situation of long standing, and it can leave us very muddled, very confused about how to handle things, how to proceed, what to do for the best. And the Seven of Cups is saying, look, there are plenty of options as to how you could handle this and what you could do. But some will lead to dead ends or not work out the way you want things to. So this card is basically saying, stop, do nothing until you have, or say, do nothing. Don't make a decision as to how to handle this or what you're going to do until you have more answers and more information. And within the next 7 days, you'll get the answers you need, and then it will be crystal clear how to proceed and what to do for the best. Okay, so, okay, well, the Ten of Pentacles, it makes me feel that this man is quite successful. He's got quite, you know, he's doing all right. There's money there. He may work long hours or unusual hours. He could do shift work. I don't know. But, you know, there's plenty of money. So it may be that when I said he was annoyed or angry, he might be very jealous or annoyed about this new relationship in your life. And for that reason, if the only way he can actually have an influence, hurt or control you is through your pocket, then that's where the power is. That's what he's going to do. So you've got the Princess of Swords. And the Princess of Swords is very direct communication. It's speaking your mind. It can be communication in a letter. It could be legal communication to this man. Whatever this is making sure that if this person has made an agreement with you, then they've got to do what they've said, or there will be legal consequences. Okay. The other thing is if this person is telling you things and saying, well, actually, no, I haven't got any money, this, that, you know, you will get to the truth of the matter, and you will find out information that will give you clarity on exactly the financial situation of this person that's messing you about. So, I want one more card and a couple more just for any other messages and information for Cancer for the coming week. Cancer, love messages and advice for the coming week. Right, okay, which is exactly Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. You will isolate, you will sort out problems, but deal with them one at a time. If you give in an inch with this man, he will take a mile. So be incredibly firm and be determined, and you'll sort these problems out. It may take 7 weeks. Remember I said a temporary situation that will change probably end of November, early December. Well, I think going through this process and standing your ground, it could take 7 weeks. Yeah, right. So, you know, what Spirit is just telling me is with the coronavirus and everything, you know, a lot of people are claiming poverty, that they're not earning money or things aren't going very well for them. And he may be saying this to you, but in actual fact, he's doing really well out of it. So, you know, don't just listen to that. Okay. So, messages and information. Messages and information. Okay. Right. Okay. So, you've got the Eight of Pentacles and the World card. And the Eight of Pentacles is a financial card. It's money through love, so it can be someone helping you financially, supporting you through a difficult time, maybe family members. But it can also mean an opportunity for a job or work, doing something that you really love and enjoy. Okay, it's going to be more money. Your world is changing as well. So remember in the other reading I said to you about being in two minds, whether to put down roots where you are or whether to make some kind of move or change, wanting stability and security in your life. Well, the world card is saying that basically one situation is turning full circle, that some doors are closing, new doors are going to be opening. Your world will be changing, at very least in a financial way, with regard to maybe your work or career. But it's possible for some people it could be some kind of move or change in circumstances, maybe moving away from this person. It could be vice versa. He could be moving away from you, which actually isn't going to be a bad thing, because that will let you get on with what you're doing. But yeah, things changing for the better. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed the reading, Cancer. If you do, as I say, subscribe, press the notifications bell so you can see further readings with me, and I will be posting plenty of readings for October, so take a look. Okay, bye for now. God bless.